You held, like we mentioned earlier in the show, you held the voting drive at your church. How did you organize that in your own church? What is a good step-by-step process for someone who says, yeah, I want to do the same thing?
Well, there are so many great organizations that make it easy now. Where, again, I think you saw the podcast I did with My Faith Votes. They have tools, and there's others out there, Christian Vote, or I think there's several places out there where they provide all the resources you really need to make that happen. And really, it's about hooking up, getting a couple people together that have a civic minded, hey, we want to be involved, engaged in our government, our local government, or whatever that looks like. And if they are, there's thoughts and theories of the 7 mountains that we have as society. And one of them being a governmental mountain. They say, hey, how do we impact our government? And again, whether you believe in the 7 mountains, it's society as a whole. Jesus did not say, oh, just go to church on Sunday and then, live your life the rest of the week. It is, and it's fully, engaged in every aspect. That compartmentalized Christianity has not served us well, and it never will. And so if we're here to change the world, to bring the kingdom of God into this realm, it takes a couple people to say, hey, we want to see some change. How do we help make a difference in our city, in our parish, in our church or whatever? And really, it just takes 1 or 2 people to say, hey, we'll spearhead this. And there's so many options out there as far as the resources and stuff that are free. I mean, they're literally on the web, downloadables, printables, other than paper and toner. There's a lot of opportunity to do that, and they'll walk you through it. I mean, if you sign up with whether it's Turning Point USA or My Faith Votes, they send you stuff for free. There's no cost. And so there's some great options there. And literally, a little booth coming in and greeting people. I've had even pastors that say, well, some folks that say, well, our pastor doesn't really want to be involved. I said, that's the greatest thing. I'm a pastor. Listen, the last thing I want is somebody to come up to me and say, I have something that we need to do, and they point to you. I mean, that is, I'm telling you, and I always turn around and go, well, what's God calling you to do? Because we are, we all have a ministry. We all have a purpose that God's placed inside of us. And if God's saying you need to be engaged in this voting and in the community and in the government, go do it. How does the church support you in that? How do we bring people around you to help you use your gift, use your calling and your talents that he's given you to make this happen?